Sarah Silverman is a woman who might have made a good mom. Her sister's a Zionist Israeli, which is weird because Sarah seems very anti-Israel. Anyone's dog for a bone. These ginos are Bolsheviks, and they will stab their own people in the back, including their own sister, to look cool and pro-underdog. Her sister is a prominent Israeli activist, but she has tons of beautiful children. And Sarah's Auntie Sarah. Now, all these aunties, they must go home after playing with the kids and go, my life is vacuous. I fucked up. I have nothing. Right? How do you play with little kids with your DNA? So she's looking at what her kids would be. They probably look exactly like her. They got her big weird nostrils and everything. And she's like, those kids are going to grow up, love their mother, while I get more and more alone. I actually had this argument with her not too long ago. She checked in about 6 months ago, and I was drunk. And I said, you fucked up your whole life. Jimmy Kimmel should have knocked you up. Someone should have put a ring on it. Even that dork Sam Cedar shouldn't have dumped you.
Oh.
And she goes, what are you talking about? I'm the happiest I've ever been in my life. Yeah, that's because you don't know what joy is. And then it's still haunting her. Go ahead.
There's something about being a woman that has no children,
Childless,
who's decided to not have
barren,
children,
spinster.
or decided not to get married, or just hasn't gotten married or have children.
Stop.
That people will...
Yeah, you didn't decide not to get married. This is like exactly like Jen Kirkman. Every stand-up routine, she talks about how happy she is to be divorced and how it's awesome and how she doesn't even want to be married and how it's really great being single, and I actually like it a lot, and people feel sorry for me, and I don't know why, because I want to be single. It's my choice. I love it. Oh my God, kids? No, thank you. Ew, gross. And you go, okay, calm down. I came here to hear jokes. I don't need you to be defensive.
Feel sorry for us. There's like a odd kind of condescension.
Stop.
Or they feel
threatened by our choices. I love this stuff. This is like Bill Schultz telling me that the reason I encourage people like him to get married is because I'm jealous and I wish I could be a lonely drunk living in a one-bedroom apartment by myself, getting fucked out of my mind every night. Oh, if only. Like, you want to share your joy. That's what I was doing on Fox News with Tamara Holder. I was trying to share my joy. There's nothing in it for me. I don't get any bonuses. But I put off kids for way too long. I don't want you to make the same mistakes. I know Sarah is funny. Whatever you think of her, she's a funny person. And funny moms make great moms. Now, I did notice one time we went out and we were out of pot. And I've never seen someone more sullen in my life. Like, no smiles, staring straight ahead, shittiest mood ever. I was with David Cross, and eventually I just leaned over to him. I go, let's get the fuck out of here, man. This is a bummer. Like, I only get so many nights out a week. I'm in New York City. I'm single. Like, let's go have some fucking fun. I don't want to be around Eeyore from Winnie the Pooh. So maybe that's why she'd be a bad mom. Maybe she suffers from depression. But when I've had good times with her, they've been fucking amazing times, super fun times, which means great mom. And she's had all these relationships where she just gets fucking thrown out to the curb, kicked to the curb.
Threatened by our choices and
So,
maybe
hold
what
on.
they did.
How am I threatened by you not having kids? Your kid's clearly going to be a left-wing activist, so that's a bigger threat to me. If we're talking about like the culture wars, ideally I want your bloodline to end because you personally are a fucking nut.
Maybe they did what they thought they were supposed to do. Or it's, a sincere belief like, oh my God, I mean, I can't imagine not having my family. Like, what would I do? They center me. They make me less selfish. I get it.
Stop.
Okay,
Isn't it funny how when a liberal comes up with the idea that maybe you're telling the truth, they think they're being really open-minded? Like, maybe these people are being honest. Oh, wow, thank you.
that's nice. That's your experience. It doesn't mean that it's my experience, because it's not my experience. You can't put what makes you happy onto other people.
I can.
People go, oh, I'm normal because I made these normal or traditional choices, and this other person didn't do the same.
Just
so
stop.
I get to...
Having kids is like having a car. You can have a crazy car. You can have a Volkswagen Beetle. Why don't you have a RV and your kids can live in it? All we're saying is stop walking, stop riding your bicycle. You can get really far in this thing called a car. There's even these things called highways where you can go to fucking New York City to Montreal in 6 hours. It's amazing. And they go, yeah, for you, that's your choice. I don't like being in a car. I don't like a normal car like a Ford Taurus. Okay, get a motorcycle. You can still be crazy with kids. You could travel the world with kids. So we're not trying to make your life boring and normal and traditional. You can still be a kook. Plenty of people raise their kids in New York City. I don't condone it, but they can still be kooks. You still have tattoos when you're a parent. It's okay, Sarah. You can still be weird.
Nothing wrong with that.
Sorry for them, or I get to look down on them. But what people think of you is irrelevant, and vice versa.
Correct.
We've
So
all
why are you
let-
bringing this up?
I think most of us, have let major life choices get decided for us based on just what society has told us is normal.
Oh, shut
what
up.
society has told us we must
Stop.
want.
It's not society. It's hundreds of
And, you know,
thousands
there
of
are
years of
people-
evolution. It's what connects us to humanity. We also eat because it's what's normal. Why do people eat? Because everyone else is eating and they want to feel normal? No, because they genetically crave it. It's natural to be hungry. That's how we process food. And it's the same with the propagation of the species. It's a natural feeling that these feminists, these nuts, and these liberals have managed to push out of their DNA. And then they become fucking miserable.
Who live whole lives that way. There are gay people that live lives as straight people.
Yeah, they're a perversion.
because they just don't even realize they...
Oh my God.
They
We're
have
going to have
that
to end this
option.
soon, but isn't it interesting? Comedians are the most lonely people in the world. They travel for the most part, in a Honda Civic, coast to coast. They fuck random chicks at best. They jerk off with their permission in front of them. And their job is to tell us how to live. They're manic depressives. They're on Xanax and Prozac and all this shit. They all are either severe alcoholics or they're AA. And they tell us how to live our lives. It's really amazing that the people with the worst life are telling you how to improve yours. No. Sorry. Let's let her finish.
The least we could.
What happened?
The least we could do.
Look at her wisdom. Like she
We
lives
gotta-
alone. Her only love is a dog. And they keep dying of old age, so she keeps getting new ones.
Realize that we can and we must curate our own lives based on our own wants, on our own tastes, our own desires.
Thanks for the tip.
You know, I love kids. I'd
Yeah.
probably be a good mom too.
Oh, here
but
we
I don't
go.
want one. It's not personal to children. It's personal to me.
That's personal
Do
to
me a favor. Click the link in my bio.
Oh my God. I
have a
love
child.
kids.
It's me.
I'd probably be a great mom, but I don't want one. Yeah, you don't want one because you don't have a husband who said, I love you forever. Can we be married? How many proposals have you rejected, Sarah? None.
Dude, I would be a fucking awesome motorcycle racer. I just don't want a motorcycle. You know I would be wheeling.
Oh my
and-
God. Ryan was talking yesterday about getting a scooter.
Why did I even bring that?
It's enough that I allow you to wear Crocs to work. Show everyone your shoes. Have you noticed in the black community in I assume it's New York City too, but in the Bronx, all black people are wearing Crocs.
Crocs, or you got the regular sliders with slides with socks, of course.
Slides with socks drives me insane. I hate seeing their little toes go like that every time they take a step.
Because they have to like hold the flip flop on.
Oh yeah, and it's dirty, and there's you're stepping a puddle.
Yeah.
But Crocs are worse. Crocs with socks too, and little widgets on, like couples. This morning I saw a black woman wearing that shower cap thing, and her boyfriend, and they're both wearing Crocs. What? I think I blame the pandemic. Because people have been homebodies for so long, they dress like they're at a sleepover now.